You take the good, you take the bad, and there you have my opening statement. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. Oh, that was a great fucking sign, wasn't it? I'm Charles Rectum with my review of AEW Rampage. JR, Excalibur, Shivani, and the Grand Wizard himself, Jericho Anson, on commentary. I'm probably going to ask this until they stop fucking putting Jericho on fucking commentary, but why the fuck is Jericho allowed to continuously drag down any match that he calls, any show that he's on, any segment he's in? None of his matches have been any good for the last year and a half at least, and his commentary is just shrieking and screeching. It's fucking annoying. Anyway, hopefully he's gone soon. So we have the House of Black and Dark Order already in the ring. House of Black comprised of Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews, with Julia Hart, and they're taking on Dark Order members Silver, Reynolds, and 10. Okay, this is it's a trios tournament match. And I wrote down exactly what was going to happen. I don't really care if this bothers anybody. There's going to be a bunch of moves. There's going to be very few tags. There's going to be melees. And the referee is going to be made to look ineffective. And that's essentially what ended up happening. If you like this style of match, that's fine. I'm not even saying it was bad. It just blends in after a while. Like, it gets to the point where, why even have a fucking referee? Just let them count their own falls. It worked in WCW. Oh, no, it didn't. So, we get a melee, and then here's Miro. Mind you, the match is still going on. Buddy runs at him, gets backdropped on the stage. No DQ. He attacks Brody. No DQ. And Malachi gets rolled up 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Danhausen and the Best Friends were watching from the front row. No DQ. They made the referee is watching all this happen. If it happens in other companies and it's fucking stupid, I gotta call it here. And I love Miro. Miro has been great in this role. And the House of Black have a cool spoopy entrance. It kind of gets a little bit muddled when these matches all blend together, but god damn it, stop making your referees look stupid. So the sit, Ubu, sit, good dog sign was fucking great. Then Miro got beat down, and then suddenly music hit Darby Allin and Sting! So we're probably getting a 6-man match on the pay-per-view, I imagine. And we hear from Hook about the former 2.0, who then arrive and say really, really scripted bullshit. And I think one of them was, he got into Tony Khan's stash, if you know what I mean, and that was about it. Wardlow then beat down Ryan Nemeth after Ryan Nemeth ran down Cleveland. Hello, Cleveland. And he ran down Wardlow, and then he got, he got headbutted and got powerbombed 4 times and got pinned 1, 2, 3. While Lethal & Co., along with Chris Sabin, Hail Sabin, were on the stage. Because it's going to be Lethal and the Motor Titty Machine Guns teaming up against Wardlow and FTR, which ought to be pretty good, provided the Lethal takes the pin. I don't think he's going to, but I think he should. So, we then get to Andrade with Rush, Andrade, El Oli Oli Yo, and Private Party are having an argument. Jose's there, yet Andrade, for whatever fucking goddamn reason, is talking. I know that English is not his native language. I'm not even sure Spanish is his native language. I can't understand a goddamn thing that Andrade says. Some people are just not natural speakers on television and should not talk. Jose is there for a reason. Jose cuts pretty good promos in Spanish and English when he's allowed to fucking talk. So just have Andrade go out there and do cool flippy shit and break arms and do great lucha stuff. Do good lucha things. Oh, goddammit. Woo! Hobbs then demolishes a guy named Ashton Day. Hits him with a spine buster after a few moves. 1, 2, 3. And we cut backstage to the factory having beaten down Ricky Starks, and then QT says, watch this, and he hits him with a watch. See, that's a pun right there. It's funny, right? So yeah, this is what they're doing with Ricky Starks. I told you he wouldn't make it to All Out. There's still 2 shows left, QT. Well, 4 if you count Elevation and Dark, but quite frankly, I don't, because I stopped reviewing them a while ago. Not saying stuff doesn't happen, not saying that people shouldn't watch them, but it gets to where there's maybe like 1 or 2 little nuggets in a sea of just, We cut backstage again to Lexi Nair interviewing the baddies and Jade and Layla Gray, my goodness. And then Jade unfortunately talks, and she challenges Athena, who then immediately runs from like literally just off camera. They gotta time this shit. This is a taped show. You couldn't do that a little better. You can pace that out a little better. That is certainly going to be a match that's going to happen on pay-per-view. I'm glad that Athena is getting a pay-per-view match. I'm sorry, I don't see it with Jade. She has a great look, and that's it. Destination Unknown, Ruby. Uh-oh. Remember when Ruby Soho was... She got a huge pop at All Out last year, nearly a year ago. Now she's reduced to basically doing stupid stage stuff like she did about 7 weeks ago, where she was holding her hand in there, and because they taped this, they were doing this like, oh no, her hand, she's having to get her hand into the door frame so they could do this because it was dumb. Again, anything in Jericho's involved in gets dragged down. So, Ruby Soho and Ortiz taking on Sammy and Ty after the stuff came out about Sammy basically knocking Eddie Kingston's physique, ignoring the fact that had he done that to anybody else, it was shaped, like Eddie Kingston. Some of them could have beaten the shit out of Sammy. Try saying something like that to Vader. How well would that have worked out for you? What about Yokozuna? Others? No, not really. I'm not saying Eddie's in great shape, but he's a tough guy. Eddie said his piece, and there we go, and that's it. But even before that, I don't want to see Sammy and Ty on my television. And it was a mess. Poison Ranas, because of course there was fucking Poison Ranas, because we can't stop fucking doing Poison Ranas, no matter the company. And Anna Jay attacks Ruby, but they made the referee look away for about, 18 years. Ortiz somehow was bleeding, and then a cutter 1, 2, 3. And you know what I noticed about this? Once Sammy and Ty won, even though they tried to sweeten some crowd noise, nobody cared. The crowd shots, they were sitting on their hands. I'm curious for anybody that was there live. Was it that quiet in the arena, or was it just not mic'd well for TV? Because it seemed like nobody cared about Sammy and Ty. And honestly, I'm good with never seeing them on television again. They're the AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions. Whoopee. Good for AAA. So, we then get a Punk's Mox rundown. Apparently, the plan is to have that be the main event of All Out. That's in just over a week. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with that. Regal and Caprice Coleman joined commentary, meaning that they had to bring out extra chairs and extend the table by about, 2 football fields for all those commentators. And Claudio and Dustin had a pretty good wrestling match for the Ring of Honor Championship. Arn was there. Glad to see that Arn's still around. Brock Anderson was there. And, well, again, it was well wrestled. I think Dustin's going to have to hang it up soon, though, because he's still in phenomenal shape. He can do some moves, but that pile driver that he tried to... that was ripe. And accidents happen. Mistakes happen. That was worrisome. And an incidental low blow where Dustin's like all concerned, but eventually he's like, okay, I got to beat him. And then he gets hit with an uppercut, 1, 2, 3. And that's it for Rampage. So, in regards to All Out, I will be reviewing All Out live. My predictions may not come up until after next week's Rampage for them to finalize the goddamn card 2 days before the show. I really don't know why they wouldn't finalize it before. I understand wanting to build up Rampage, but nevertheless. So yeah, few AEW themed videos coming up in the next week, so look forward to them. Are you looking forward to All Out? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rethlin. I'll see you soon.